Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Yoga for Skaters YouTube channel. My name is Ace, your friend in yoga and off skates training, and today I was very happy to do a power flow for you all. And so for this power flow class, we're using the hip flexor strength and the compression core strength that we've been building through that Navasana pose, and we're going to use that core to help inform our handstand kick-ups. So even if you don't want to do a handstand, there are plenty of drills in this practice that will help build your hip flexor strength, your core strength, and your standing balance. You won't need any props for this class, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, everyone, let's go ahead and get started with our power flow. Today, we are going to start in a 90-90 position. So go ahead and bend your right knee 90 degrees here, and then lean on that right hip. Bring the left knee behind you or in line with the left hip, 90 degrees. And we're just going to take a moment here. We're going to go side to side onto our second side, 90-90, and see if you can just do a few of these side to side without using the hands. Good. Let's go one more time to that first side. One more time to the second side. Good. And then go ahead and come back to that first side. Now we're going to revisit our boat pose. We can transition from 90-90, so right here. As you come up, find that balance spot. Bring the knees together, toes together. Beautiful. And then active internal rotation with that right knee as you set up your 90-90 on the second side. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and come back to that first side. Good. And if you find yourself moving around a little bit, that's okay. We're going to do one more time. Back through boat. Good. Internal rotation of that right leg. Find 90-90. Good. And we'll go back to that first side through boat pose. Good. Let's take a moment here in boat pose. Bring those hands behind your low back. Good. And then we're just going to take 10 crunches here. So you'll lengthen out and come right back in. Good. 9, 8, 7. Good. 6. We're going to get that heat going right away. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, let's get into that 90-90 on the first side. Internally rotating that left knee. We are right here in our 90-90. So from here, just going to scoot around. From here, we're going to take an active forward fold. So you'll hinge at your hips over that right knee. Beautiful. And then we'll find that same thing. Come on up through your boat pose. Good. Internal rotation of the right knee. A nice forward fold. Hinge at the hips. Good. One more time each side. Come on back through boat. Yes. Take it to that first side. We will hinge. Beautiful. Come on back. Nice. Last time here. Finding that hinge. Beautiful. Come on back through boat pose. Yep. We'll take a moment here. Inhale. And this time as you exhale, extend the legs straight out in front of you. So we're going to work this compression core. So we're going to start with single leg lifts. We are working the hip flexors. So right toes are going to lift up and lower, up and lower. We're going to do about 20 here. Yes. We're getting right into our strength and mobility because we're going to see how this compression core that supports our Navasana is also so helpful for practicing inversions. Beautiful. 5, 4, 3. Can you feel it come from that hip flexor? 2 and 1. Beautiful. Same thing, second side, left toes lift and lower. Good. Sometimes if you feel particularly fatigued in those hip flexors, you can press those fingertips down, kind of help you leverage that engagement. Good. All right, we're almost through with our about 20 on this side, working till you feel that good burn. Nice. 5, 4, 3, yes, 2, and 1. Beautiful. From here, go ahead and hug those knees to your chest. Let's rock and roll back and forth. Just a few times here. We'll take 3 rolls back. And once you're rolling up on that third one, cross the ankles, plant the hands. Let's get right into our first downward facing dog and get ready to put all that hip mobility, hip flexor strength, core strength into our flow as we work our way up to practice some inversions today. Nice. From here, inhale the right leg up and back. 3-legged dog. Go ahead and stack the hips. Bend that right knee and take a moment to open up. So we just worked this nice line along the front side body. Give it a moment to open and then inhale back to 3-legged dog. Exhale, step that right foot in between the hands. Inhale, go ahead and rise up to your high lunge position. Nice. Take a moment in your high lunge, engage that left glute. Beautiful. And then let's come right into warrior 2. Perfect. So just taking a moment to move through the actions of the hip and take a moment to hold here. Let's find extended side angle on this side, right forearm to right thigh bone. Left thumb is down, sweep it along the left side of the face. Beautiful. And then again, a moment to open up the left side front body. Good. And then as you're ready, go ahead and bring it down. Step back to your high plank position. We'll take an inhale in high plank. As you exhale, lower through your chaturanga. Inhale. You can lift cobra or up dog. And then all the way up and back to your downward facing dog. Very nice. Take a full inhale here. Good. Take a full exhale. Let's inhale the left leg up and back this time. Stacking the left hip. Bend that left knee. Perfect. And then a moment on this side to open up. Beautiful. As you're ready, inhale right back. 3-legged dog. Exhale, step forward. Rise up, high lunge. A moment in your high lunge to find that engagement through the right glute. Beautiful. And then from here, opening up to warrior 2. Good. So this part of our flow, just kind of feeling good, feeling rooted, feeling the hips. Let's find our way into extended side angle, left forearm to the left thigh bone. That right thumb is down, sweeping it along the right side of the face. Beautiful here. Yeah. Take one more full inhale. And as you exhale, cartwheel those arms down. We'll move through that vinyasa once again. Exhale to lower. Inhale, lift. Yes, exhale all the way up and back to your downward facing dog. Beautiful. Take a full breath here in down dog. Just moving around here so we can continue to face each other. Good. From that downward facing dog, inhale, lift up high into the balls of the feet. Tiptoe your way all the way up to a forward fold. And as you come to your forward fold, make sure your feet are as wide as your hands and stay nice and high on the balls of the feet. This is where we start to practice our inversion, using that compression. Left toes to left wrist, right toes to right wrist. Good. Can you go side to side? So shifting the weight from foot to foot, but also shifting those shoulders over the wrists and feeling that weight shift as you start to get the hips over the shoulders and eventually heels over your head. Nice. Last 4, 3, good, 2, one more, lift, and lower. Good. Take a moment to soften the knees And then just breathe deep into the belly. So you may or may notice how much that compression right down at the hip flexors, deep in the lower abdominals, that's what's getting our toes to our wrists. And it's that hamstring flexibility that's allowing us to actually make that happen. So if you're feeling like you can't get that compression or you can't get those toes to your wrist, you may work on strength, you may work on flexibility. We're working on both in this class. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, go ahead and reach up, look up, and exhale, palms together at your heart. Beautiful. We'll take an inhale here. Nice. And as you exhale, continuing to work this strength through the hip flexors, start to shift your weight into the right standing leg. We're going to hug that left knee to your chest. Beautiful. And then from here, we'll find just 3 hinges. 3. So you're going to hinge into warrior 3, balancing on that right leg. You can keep the hands at the hips, at prayer, or maybe overhead. There's 1. Beautiful. As you extend that left leg, squeeze that left glute. Good. There's 2. Nice. Let's get 1 more here. Again, squeeze that left glute. Feel some length in the front of the left hip so that when we come back here, we can extend the left toes and you're just going to lift right here. About 20 of these lifts. If your leg is lower and you're lifting, that works too. Good. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Hug that left knee right back in. Let's hinge forward into that warrior 3. 1 more time. Good. From here, we'll find that hold. So palms to prayer, maybe arms overhead for 3, for 2. Nice. Soften into that left leg. Reach the left toes back. Come all the way up for your high lunge. Beautiful. Take a moment here. Feel that opening through the front of the left hip. You just worked it really hard with that straight leg lift. Good. On your next exhale, palms together at your heart. Go ahead and hinge forward as you come into your twist in your lunge. Beautiful. Full inhale here. And full exhale. Beautiful. 1 more inhale. And as you exhale, go ahead and unwind. Hands to either side of that right foot. We're going to step back to high plank position. Inhale here. Exhale, move through your vinyasa. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Perfect. Inhale here in down dog. And exhale. Good. Next inhale. Take a look in between the hands. As you exhale, bend the knees. Little bunny hops all the way up to your forward fold. Nice. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach up and look up. Exhale, palms together at your heart. All right. Same thing, second side. Starting balancing on that left leg. Hug the right knee up. Good. And then we've got 3 of these hip hinges. Single leg variation. Good. There's 1. As you extend that right leg, squeeze that right glute. Good. There's 2. Nice. Let's go 1 more. Core is strong. Standing leg is working. Nice. So right knee back to test. Extend the right toes. Here we go. We're lifting. Can you keep it coming from that hip flexor? Yes. Core is strong. Standing glute is engaged. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Hug that right knee back in. We're going to come into a hold in that warrior 3. Beautiful. Hands at the heart, or maybe arms overhead. Hold 3. Hold 2. Softening that left knee as you reach the right toes back. Inhale up. Find that high lunge. Give the front of the right hip a moment to open. Perfect. And then one more here for the outer hips. Inner thighs, palms together, hinge forward. Let's find that twist. Right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Good. Taking a moment. So in these twists, also a really nice moment to feel that compression core. Good. We'll take one more inhale. And as you exhale, go ahead and unwind. Step back to high plank position. Inhale here. Exhale. Moving through your vinyasa, whatever that looks like. Cobra, up dog, maybe locust. Perfect. And an extra breath here in down dog. Inhale. And exhale. Perfect. Next inhale, look in between those hands. As you exhale, soften the knees. Little bunny hops all the way up to your forward fold. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. All right. So from here, we're going to work our inversion practice. And for our inversion practice here today, we'll start by extending the left leg straight up into the sky. And so our objective here is we're going to do these hops off of the ball of the right foot. But our objective here is going to be to continue to squeeze that right thigh to the torso as we kick the left leg up. So that compression core, keeping the right leg close so the left leg can reach up, okay? So take a moment to feel this out. Lifting onto the ball of that right foot, little bend in the right knee, pogo up. Good. And then a few times, just seeing what it feels like to kind of pull the right leg back into the torso rather than let it go into that L shape. Whenever you're ready, soften the left leg. Good. Grab opposite elbows. Yeah. So I always notice when I'm doing that drill, I start to really feel it in my upper body. I start to really feel how important it is to have that split, right? That range of motion for the split, but also that strength to be able to balance the hips over the shoulders. Let's do the second side. So hands back on the ground. Lift that right leg. Good. This time, compression through the left side. Left thigh squeezes to the torso as you pop up. So onto the ball of the left foot. Little bend in that left knee. And here we go. Good. A few times. I'm going to do about 3. Yes. And then as you're ready, soften your way to forward fold. Inhale, come halfway up. Let's take a moment here. A little extra moment here in our half lift. Felt that in the core there for sure. And it's a matter of using that core engagement to give us more range of motion, not to pull us out of the pose, but to give us more range of motion. Good. Exhale, forward fold. Plant those hands. Step back to high plank position. Good. Inhale in high plank. Exhale, soften the knees. Bend the elbows, lower the thighs, the hips, and the chest. So a moment here. Inhale, just lift your way up to a really easy cobra. Yeah, 1 more inhale in your cobra. And as you exhale, come all the way down. Good. Inhale, forehead to the floor. And as you exhale, push your way all the way back to child's pose, that is. Beautiful. Full inhale here. Full exhale. Yeah. Take one more inhale here in child's pose. And then go ahead and pull your way forward. So to wrap up our power flow here today, we're going to finish with a double pigeon. If you like the 90-90 stretches to wrap up your Navasana practice or any inversion practice, by all means, go for it. For our double pigeon, we're going to bring that right knee to 90 degrees, shin in line with the front of your mat, and then go ahead, bring your weight onto that right hip and hug your left knee to your chest. From here, left ankle onto the right knee, and we find our double pigeon right here. And we're going to take a nice 30-second hold. So you've got options. You can press the fingertips into the floor, kind of let the lower body be weightless or kind of hanging from the engaged upper body. Or as you're ready, you can find a forward fold. Yeah. So in particular, I really like doing some hip opening after lots of like straight forward and back type movements, which kick up handstands, that Navasana, all require kind of this forward and back motion. So giving the outer hips a moment to kind of open up at the end of it will give you more space next time you return to these drills to be able to activate and explore that range of motion. Let's switch sides. So lean to the right, undo the left knee, and then same thing. Left shin parallel to the front edge of your mat. Lean to that left side, hug the right knee in, rub it, or stack it rather. And then you've got the same thing right over here. Yeah. So power flow, we get to do some of our standing series, but really focusing on heating up the body and helping ourselves get to that next level, do some inversions. Good. Take another deep breath here. Nice. And then as you're ready, go ahead and lean to the left, undo whatever finishing outer hip poses you were doing, and then just find your way to a comfortable seat. We're going to take a moment to finish up our practice. If you'd like to bring the palms together your heart, you can do that. Or gentle bow of the head with a soft gaze forward and down. And we'll just take 3 breaths here to let go of any judgment or anything that might have come up that isn't helpful for you on the mat. Yeah, and just letting every exhale take with it whatever's just sort of holding you back, right? Take one more deep breath here. The light and the teacher in me sees the light and the teacher in all of you. Shanti, peace, namaste. All right, my friends. So I know these power flow classes are a little bit more intense, a little more fiery, a little more like a workout, but sometimes we need that. And so if you're feeling like you need that on a given day, thank you for coming to Power Flow. If you didn't think you could do this class and you're here, give yourself a lot of credit. Even if you found modifications for some of the drills that we did, any of these are open to put into any workout class or any yoga class. So when you find something you like, take it with you. All right, everybody should be so proud of making their way through this practice. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you next time.